Last time on Long Distance Dungeons and Dragons Dinner Theater. Aristophanes and Kitt found their way past the giant sandworm and up the mountain with a giant helmet on top. They were confronted by a mythical bull-man creature and somehow managed to rush past him into the temple and through most of its many chambers. And now, Long Distance Dungeons and Dragons Dinner Theater continues. So yeah, you're in the next room. You see a door with a face on it, with like a nose ring for a knocker. Looks like a minotaur head. Above the door it says, "First of all, you must act politely. Second most, you must delight me."
You know any good jokes?
Yeah.
Could you do this in Kitt's voice, please?
Oh, yeah. Yeah? Do you not know any jokes?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I have kind of one of those, I have kind of a serious personality. I don't really tell jokes.
Okay.
I'm an orphan that has had a rough life. My sense of humor is a little limited. When I do crack a joke, it's usually a pretty dark joke, if you know what I mean. I got a pretty dry, dark sense of humor.
Like a dead baby.
But it's like, insensitive to the current situation, but I don't know.
Knock, knock. Hi there, Mr. Door. How are you? He's not saying anything?
No.
I have a joke that I'd like to tell you. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who?
Moo-hoo. That's not funny. No, here's what happens. Your joke fails. So you get knocked backwards by the door, like pushed back, like a ghost bull comes out and rushes you, knocks you down to the ground. 3 damage.
Dang it.
Surprise, bad joke.
Yeah.
I wasn't finished with the joke though. I started laughing too early.
It's not the door's
I
fault.
was going to do the interrupting cow.
You didn't. You did it backwards and said that your name was Moo.
I was trapped under the pressure.
Uh-huh. That's classic Kitt.
I can try this again.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who? Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
I've already heard that one.
What?
You take 1 damage. It knocks you back slightly.
Do you not have any jokes at all, Aristophanes?
I cannot think of a single joke. I don't just, my sense of humor is more like making sardonic, comments on life and death situations. I'm not really a knock-knock kind of
But who is? That's the thing. Who knows knock-knock jokes?
Why did the chicken Hey, Dor,
Where's
what's
Billy?
E.T.
Can I
short
send Billy anywhere?
Yeah.
Is he nearby enough? Is he close enough to communicate with?
Yep.
Can I try and get him to shed some light on this current situation?
He says, if you feed me a Billy snack, I'll tell a knock-knock joke.
I'm gonna tell another joke. Hey, Dor, what's
Alright, go
E.T.
for it.
short for?
You get knocked.
What? Why?
You take 2 damage.
Why?
Okay, Billy, you want a Billy snack? Can I just take a 20 on that,
Because it's-
Brian? So wait, we need to recharge anyways,
what?
don't we?
But it's not a
Get
knock-knock
the
joke.
press.
Does it have to be a knock-knock joke?
That's the first of all, you must act politely part.
Oh.
Ready to go, Zra. Take a 20 on this puzzle box so I can feed Billy, so he'll tell us what this riddle.
I'm gonna look at the knock-knock joke.
Unless you got knock jokes for days yet, kid.
Yeah, I got the orange one and
Alright.
the interrupting cow.
So you guys meditate, Billy tells him a knock-knock joke. Knock-knock, who's there? Canoe who? Can you open up or what? And the door laughs and you guys go in the next room.
I wouldn't have guessed that. What do you have, kid?
No.
Now you guys, I'll let you just perceive this room. You enter into a well-lit room, 4 torches, 8 square tile room, with the doors closed on the other side. There's no riddle written on the wall.
Well, the floor's just gonna fall apart.
But the floor starts to rumble and it starts to pieces of it start to sink away. And if you're there for very long, the one you're standing on is probably also going to sink away. What do you do about it?
Not
Is there a certain pattern we perceive from the sinking floors, or do we?
It seems entirely random.
Do we perceive a door?
Yeah, but it's closed. It's a heavy stone door like all the other ones, so very thick.
Kid, do you remember this one?
Yeah, the floor just falls away and you just have to find a way to not be standing on the floor. And when all the floor is gone, that's when the door opens. Not be standing. Can we use our claws hang on the wall?
I mean, you could, but you guys ruined your nails, and so now you can't do that.
If we were in a gaseous form that may or may not hover above the same mass as the surrounding air, we'd be able to levitate, right?
As long as you can roll me a fly check. But yeah, but even if not, you're a gas, you're not going to sink into the quicksand, which is what's appearing beneath these tiles.
If I cast a wind spell, do I have to speak that?
I think we just wait until most
Whatever
of
it
the
is.
tiles are gone and then turn into gassy forms and wait for the floor to disappear, and then when the door opens...
So let's say you guys roll me like 6 acrobatics checks each to leap from tile to tile until there's no tiles or anything else. That's enough to like leap around this room. You guys are pretty good at acrobatics, see? I assume.
6 acrobatics?
Yep.
What number should I be beating?
Just beat 15 on all of them except the last one beat 20.
Number 1, got it. Do you want to know the numbers, Brian?
Yeah, I trust you. Just roll them and let me know. If you want to say the numbers out loud, that's fine too, but
6, yeah, all of them. Good.
during the second leap from tile to tile, there's still plenty of flow up to this point. Aristotle starts getting sucked into quicksand. Do you do anything to help him during this period of time?
Of course.
What do you do?
You don't have to. I'm just going to change into smoke.
Alright,
Or a cloud.
That's the same.
Can I acrobatics out of it?
it's possible.
If I'm already sinking.
I mean, at this point, you're only in your second roll, so there's lots of tiles left. There's probably lots of stuff you can grab onto and, like, you know, there's still floor
Can I grab
left.
a towel and try and flip myself up?
keep
Yeah, roll me
your feet-
acrobatics.
Keep your legs and feet still and stuff.
So this is an extra acrobatics. Just add an extra acrobatics to this and I'll allow it.
Crawl across the top of the sand. Don't crawl up.
Natural 1.
Yeah, no, you
A
slip.
total of 11.
Is this when you grab his hand?
I wanted to grab his hand before then, but I'll grab his
Well, he was trying to acrobatics, so you couldn't.
Okay, so...
This time you're like, oh, come, you grab his hand. You want a strength check to pull him up?
Sure? Yeah, natural.
Natural 20, so yeah, Kitt yanks you back out and keeps jumping, because you only got 6 seconds to jump to the next tile. So you see Kitt goes ahead and like leaps somewhere else and like hopes this isn't the tile that's going to sink. You don't know it because it's random every time. Could be the tile that you land on is the one that sinks. Kitt, I believe, did all his already successfully. You did 2 of yours, so you have 4 left. 3 at beating a 15, 1 beating a 20.
14.
Alright, so this time you just barely slip and you're slipping again. You got your foot in the quicksand.
Can I try an acrobatics out?
Yes.
26.
Yeah, you're able to pull yourself out. So
Alright,
you get
so
harder every
again-
time because there's less and less tiles to grab onto each time.
25.
Good to go?
Natural 1.
Oh, this time you're
11.
sinking the sand. There's no tiles nearby to grab onto. You're surrounded in an area that's all quicksand.
Can I change it to mist real quick?
You can use one of your minutes of mist to mist out. Yeah, if you use me a fly check to fly somewhere nearby.
12.
Yeah, not great. You're like hovering above the quicksand, but you're not able to like move to the other tile. That's only 1 round though, so you have 9 more rounds for your minutes over, so you can keep trying that every turn. But more and more of the floor will sink away. You might think it's even smarter just to stay right here and wait till the door appears and try to fly towards the door, but
Where is the door?
it's about 15 feet away from you. You're just hovering as a mist above the quicksand.
Okay.
And you
So-
feel like you've seen the pace these things are following. You think if you just hold this position for a minute, so you think if you just hang here and then try a fly check to go forward, once the tiles are gone, you'll be fine.
Let's do that.
Alright.
Kitt makes it, right?
Kitt makes it through. Roll me a fly check to go forward through the door.
17.
You make it into the next room.
Ryan, that was stressful.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. You make it into a labyrinth that is guarded by a minotaur. So you guys like walk right into the minotaur. Kitt like jumps into this room, bumps into the minotaur. You come in as a mist. You see that Kitt has like rolled up against this minotaur. I'll let Kitt roll a reflex save.
This is getting hairy.
19.
Yeah, you go right between his legs, but you see him like his head follow you until you go between his legs. So he saw you just roll right past him into the wall behind him.
Where's the crystal? Perception check.
You don't see a crystal. You see 2 hallways, one right leading left, one leading right.
But I'm still a cloud though, right?
You're still a little mist on the ground. You're like rolling in, like probably underneath its feet. Doesn't even notice you there.
So I'm just
Well,
following.
it's a pretty.
Kitt
It's like
as
there's
the
only
mist
10-foot
moves
hallway and it
around.
goes 2 different directions. It's not very wide. This minotaur pretty much takes up the whole thing. Like Kitt barely
Can I-
rolled out of its way.
Can I shoot a quick question to Billy?
Yeah.
Ask him left or right for the crystal.
He says that's up to the minotaur.
Ask the minotaur
What the
that
fuck
question.
does that mean?
He says, well, the maze is the minotaur. The minotaur is the maze.
It's a mind fuck, Brian.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, well, let's ask the minotaur what way we go. Excuse me, Mr. Minotaur. Can you tell me which one of these hallways leads to the crystal?
Why would I tell you that?
I've been here
Little
before,
squirt.
and I just forgot, so I've already done this.
You know, I've had to lead a lot of people to the crystal lately, and instance, and I don't really feel like sharing that power anymore. Why don't you just go back the way you came, mind your own beeswax?
What, this crystal is my beeswax?
No, it's my beeswax, not your beeswax.
But like, I've already, been here and done this and stuff, and like...
You've only been here and done this stuff. Get out of my labyrinth. Just go home.
Please?
I already said get out of here, kid. Roll me diplomacy with your please.
6. Great. Even better.
Yeah. No.
Tell me out here, Softly. Say something to this guy. I don't know.
I can't. I'm in misform and shit.
Roll for initiative.
What's the difference between Kitt, Minotaur, and me, Brian? Where are we in relation to each other?
You're all within 5 feet of each other. The Minotaur's very big and staying in this whole hallway. Kitt just like rolled underneath his legs. You're in that same floor area as a mist.
Can I blind him? Only
Mist
block
can
his
blind
face
him.
so that he can't see Kitt.
You want to try and like concentrate a cloud around his head?
Yeah.
Alright, so roll me a concentration check. Roll plus wisdom to concentrate your mist into a solid ball around the Minotaur's head to help give
Just
Kitt
enough
concealment.
to, you know,
Yeah, you're gonna help give Kitt
back
concealment. I'll give him if you do a good job, I'll give him a 50% just concealment rate of just missing Kitt.
16.
Yeah, it's not a great concentration check though. So you try, and your mist does sort of solidify in that area, but not enough to really. I'll give you a 16% chance of it working. How about that? I rolled a 50, so it does still see Kitt just fine. Roll for initiative, Kitt.
Can I turn into a gas cloud, please?
I rolled a 5 anyway, so what's your initiative? You have to roll initiative first before you turn into a gas cloud. Probably gonna be the 5.
18.
Yeah. So you get initiative, so you see this thing like turn around and look at you, and you can gaseous out.
Yeah.
You guys are both gases now in this hallway. Can go to the left or right.
Billy, which way do we go?
It doesn't matter.
Alright, well, let's go to the right.
Alright, so can I ask Billy to telepathically tell Kitt that we should go right unless he has a specific reason why we should go left?
No.
And that I'm choosing it just randomly. This is a guess.
Yeah, I'm also guessing. Billy, why does it not matter?
Oh, roll me a diplomacy check.
Or honesty?
If you want to enter the temple, you've got to figure it out yourself.
It doesn't matter. So Billy will sense my motivations.
I'll roll a sense
You'll
motive
know
for him.
whether I'm trying to screw him over, right?
Yeah, I rolled a pretty high sense motive, so sure.
Okay, so I'm not trying to go behind his back. I'm just asking my partner here if, like, I know this is a riddle and Billy wants us to figure it out by ourselves. And I know Billy just said it doesn't matter. I'm asking Kitt if Billy's given us a literal message or something where there's more to it figuratively. I'm asking Kitt how to interpret
that message. Okay.
I don't think Billy would lie to us.
All right,
I'm
Billy
not
will
accusing
allow
him of
that.
lying.
Billy will telepathically get your motive and allow that message.
What do you think, Kitt?
I mean, I guess...
Literally, it doesn't matter?
I mean, I guess maybe. Let's just go... I mean, there's no way for it. I mean, we're either going to run out of gas time and have to fight this Minotaur, or we go down the hallway.
How much gas time do we have left?
Me, not many.
Kid's got 9 rounds left.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go right.
Alright, you go down this hallway. You reach another impasse leading either left or right.
Dang it.
What did you just roll, Brian? Is that trouble?
No, nothing happened, but you're at another impasse.
What do you think, Kitt? Kitt, do you remember anything about this?
No. I think that the Minotaur really does have to lead you through. And I don't know how to get the Minotaur to like, cooperate with us. So...
Does Billy know? What is a Minotaur
history roll?
want?
I'm just gonna try. Now that we're away from
I mean, I could read his mind, but seems like a bit like a childish ogre to me.
we can say to the Minotaur, like, I bet you don't even know the way to the crystal. I bet you're probably just bullshitting. You don't even know how to get there.
Alright, the Minotaur appears. It says, if you defeat me in battle, I'll show you the way to the crystal. Just you, though, not your old man friend.
Well, he's gonna be coming with me to the crystal.
Yeah, you're the one talking trash. You want to fight? Let's fight.
I'm not talking trash.
Come on,
I
trash
don't
talker. You want to fight?
fight?
And the Minotaur shoves you.
I guess.
Oh, well, it shoves the gas. Not much happens.
Alright.
No, fighting a Minotaur is a bad idea. So what do we know? This is telepathically via Billy. What do we know? We No, are we sure it's a Minotaur that has to lead us? We have to get. Do we have to get this Minotaur to agree?
Can roll maybe a knowledge arcana? You've heard some lore about Minotaurs before.
12.
Yeah, I mean, you know pretty much what he said, and you don't know any reason it would not be true.
So we have to convince this Minotaur to lead us.
Either that or defeat it. I mean, that's the only way to get out of its mental trap is to either render it unconscious so it can no longer keep you in the trap, or convince it to take you to the end of the maze.
Is Billy willing to communicate with this Minotaur for me?
With a diplomacy
Hey Billy. Hey Billy. Can you give this Minotaur a message for me? You willing to do that?
Diplomacy check.
You know what? Sometimes Billy's a real hard ass. I don't know. We've been through a lot together. And Billy he's so standoffish sometimes.
Depends on your rolls, man.
6. Would Billy give us an idea of how to defeat this Minotaur for a Billy snack?
Roll a diplomacy to see if he agrees to that.
6. Jesus.
This is just fight it. You're the big hunter.
I'd like to flare him. Fortitude negates.
Then I rolled a 24 to resist that spell.
Fuck, Brian.
What?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go toe to toe with this guy, aren't
The
we?
faster we're gonna get out of here.
Hey, can I communicate telepathically to Kitt real quick via Billy?
Yeah.
Do you remember having to fight this guy?
Yeah, I think so, but there was also like 7 of us whenever I came. So it wasn't as scary as it is now, but I do think that we had to beat him up. So yeah, I think we have to knock him unconscious.
I have a soften earth and stone spell.
There you go.
It says it turns stone to clay or dirt to sand or mud.
Do that shit above his head or his feet.
So with this spell, it says I can affect a 10-foot square area to a depth of 1 to 4 feet.
Yep.
Depending on the toughness or resilience of the ground.
I mean, it seems to be an iron maze.
So, for my entangle spell, it says plants affected or created by the spell sprout thorns that deal 1d6 points of damage each round to creatures in the area. If I cast it, Kitt can acrobatics out of being affected by it, right? Can I warn Kitt telepathically to do that?
Yeah, I'll let you pass the message via the dragon.
Alright, so I'm gonna acrobatics backflip out of the way.
Now I'm gonna cast entangle.
The reflex save? I rolled a 4 plus whatever his reflex is, which is not very high. Plus 5, so 9, which is not high enough. So yeah, he's caught up in your brambles.
So, I shoot a message to Kitt. What do you think of just straight up fighting this guy while he's entangled?
Yeah, give him another chance.
The plants have thorns that do 1d6 damage each round.
Plus slow his movement speed is getting cut.
Sorry. Rolled into a crack. I have to re-roll.
That happens.
3.
3 damage.
Can I ask Billy to attack as well?
With a diplomacy check.
I really need to work on my diplomacy. This is ridiculous. 14.
Yeah, not really interested in that.
Well, will he do it for a Billy snack if I promise to get it for him later?
Roll me a diplomacy check with that.
6.
No, the Minotaur's your problem, dude.
Motherfucker. So, can I ask the Minotaur if he'll help us out now?
With a diplomacy check.
14.
Says I'm into the pain. Let's rumble.
Dang it.
So he starts moving through these thorns, and for a moment, the illusory maze kind of vanishes, and you see the crystal right behind him.
Okay, let's go for it.
We shouldn't run past him because then he'll get an attack of opportunity. We should continue what we're doing.
That's a good point. Where am I in relation? Where are we in relation to this entangled Minotaur?
He's 10 foot wide and blocking the path in front of you. He's
should
as
set
wide
fire
as
to
the.
these vines.
Where's Kitt?
Setting
Kitt
fire
got
to the
between his
vines.
legs.
I still have your flint and steel from earlier in the pot. I didn't give it back to you. He's trapped up in these vines. I'm gonna try to burn
You're
him.
gonna run up and hit the flint and steel and try to start a fire.
Yeah.
Roll survival check.
18.
The vines are too moist. You do burn some of the vines, and it hurts the vine some. You can tell the vines didn't like it, but they don't catch on fire.
Dang. Sorry, guys.
So I'm gonna communicate via Billy to Kitt and tell him to go for the crystal. Kitt is between the Minotaur and the crystal.
No, you're both on the other side of the Minotaur.
Yeah,
it's coming towards the
the
two of
Minotaur
you.
and then the crystal.
Okay, so for my quick save move, since the crystal just appeared, can I say, hey Kitt, now's our opportunity.
I can't
We'll
run
probably
past him.
be better off
He'll get
if we
me.
touch that crystal.
Is he moving
Can we?
really slowly?
I mean, he's telling away saying his move speed is half, so, I mean, instead of moving
So
at
can
40
we
feet, he's moving at
acrobatics
20
to the
feet per
crystal?
That's
second.
his walking speed. So if I try to do like an acrobatics, like using his head as like a springboard, it's not that he's moving.
His feet are being, his
Feet.
feet, yeah, his feet are being affected.
Yeah.
I think we should try and flip for that crystal.
I'm gonna flare him again. Flare.
I get, what, a fortitude? Or a 21.
Oh shit.
Can I flare him?
I rolled a 19.
What the fuck?
I rolled,
Ow.
that's what I rolled. I'll tell you guys. Alright, it's going to charge Kitt. That's going to be
No.
27 and a 22. That's 15 damage.
Damn it, I'm dead.
As soon as a great accident Kitt, it knocks him. Are you dead or unconscious?
Dead.
What does that mean, dead? So, you know, Kitt's unconscious on the ground bleeding. Needs to stabilize either by himself or with your help soon.
Fucking A. So I'm out of smoke, huh?
Yep, no more mist form left.
Oh my god, Kitt, do you have a hero point?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the best way to use it though.
Well, you
But
know, you
if
can
you
use a
use
hero
a
point to,
hero
like,
point-
jump out of the way, or, like, you can, you know, the
Can I
point of the
do
hero
a
points you
hero
can...
point? Can I do a +8 plus my acrobatics roll? Or
Yeah.
Can I like barrel roll past him?
Yeah,
You can't-
that'll put you right behind him, 5 feet behind him with an acrobatics. You can't move more than 5 feet past him acrobatically, but I'll let you do
Get
that.
closer to the crystal.
So roll it, +8. And instead of taking that damage, I'll allow it because you used a hero point.
So 16 plus 8, 84.
So you do not take any of that damage, and you do make it past him. So you're 5 foot behind the Minotaur now.
Oof.
So he's still slow, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he's in his briar. Kitt's in his briars now, too, but I believe Kitt might have an ability that negates that. I don't know. Woodland Stride comes at level 2. What level are you? Level 1? Oh, yeah, you haven't caught it yet. So the thorns will also affect you since you're solid. So you're going to take 1d6 damage every round you're in it, which you are now. Get 3 thorn damage running through these thorns to get past this Minotaur towards the crystal.
Okay.
So, I have this jump spell that gives a boost to my acrobatics check. Like, how close is Kitt to it and how close am I to it?
Yeah,
We're on
you
either side of
5
the
feet
Minotaur,
behind
right?
the Minotaur. How
You're
close
probably 10-15 feet away from where the crystal appears to be now, or at least the room that it's in. The entrance to that room is about 10-15 feet away. But your
It
move
is?
speed is half, so you'll be able to make it in the next turn.
Can I see it? Is it still like barely there because the Minotaur is having trouble?
Yeah, it seems halfway there, halfway not there.
I don't have a choice. It would behoove me to just get behind him.
At least you're close to the crystal, and with Kitt.
Yeah, do it.
29.
Ooh!
Yeah, you make it past the dude. You're back there with Kitt, you land on the thorns too. You take 1d6 damage because you don't have that thing, because you switched it out for Airwalk or whatever. So you take 2 damage.
You know what's really fucked up? Billy is floating on up high. After all the fairies I fed him, he sees us in danger and he's not lifting one damn claw.
You wanna roll
Help us.
diplomacy with those thoughts?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, Billy? Come on, you work for my father. You
Alright.
know, 12.
He says, you're right, I worked for your father, I don't work for you.
Damn it, Billy. What do we have left at this point? I just acrobatics past him.
The Minotaur gets to turn around and attack one of you guys, or possibly
Does
2.
he get to attack us? Like, does he get to just whip around like that when he's entangled?
Yeah, I mean, he's still gonna take 1d6 damage. So I rolled a 5.
Dean didn't do anything.
What do you want Dean to do?
I want Dean to like slap around all up in the Minotaur's face.
I get an attack
Right,
opportunity
claw his
versus
eyes out, blind him.
Yeah, claw him.
Dean. I rolled a 19 versus Dean's AC.
Oh, Dean doesn't have AC, so I'm a sheet for him.
That means I'm gonna hit him for sure.
But no.
His natural AC is not gonna beat the 17, I guarantee. And you didn't buy him armor, did you?
Dang it, it's not better than 19 though. This was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done this.
And his HP's 4, and so this thing totally murders your owl. Your owl's now dead.
Oh,
Oh!
God.
You got smashed by your owl, got cut in half by an axe. It's now 2 halves of an owl.
Oh!
Hey, is he dead or is he just unconscious?
No, he's dead.
He's been chopped in
chopped in
half.
half.
Oh my God. My God. I never meant for this to happen.
He's now
Oh,
2
man.
owls.
Chopped in half?
Yeah, he's 2 owls now instead of 1.
He's not 2 owls? That's not how that works.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's not how it works.
Oh.
You got 2
I
half
So
got
the
owls.
Minotaur uses up his turn though, right?
Yeah, well, that was his attack of opportunity. He still gets to swing at you guys, because that was because the thing attacked him. So in his case,
Oh,
I roll a natural 20, so he continues swinging. Once at Kitt with a natural 20 and once at you with a 12, so it probably doesn't beat your AC.
So my AC 17.
So yeah, it doesn't hit you, but it does hit Kitt with 18 damage plus 7.
Dead. That's it. Kitt's
25.
dead now.
It's dead.
No! No! No!
If you are in the temple, you might want to bring him back to life with the help of the crystal. It's going to take a
How far am
wish.
I from the crystal right now?
You see the crystal in front of you still, but it's starting to fade away as this Minotaur is regaining
How far?
itself.
Is it within reach? Can I cross to get to it?
If you hurry and roll like a really high acrobatics or reflex, you
Fuck
probably need to bring
me,
Kitt's
fuck
body
me
though too,
twice.
so you have to do like a strength check to carry Kitt with you if you want to bring Kitt back to
Stop
life.
making it harder, Brian.
I'm not, that's how it would work.
It's
You
like
have to
moving
carry your
down.
body. I don't want you to die, but you have to carry your body.
What happens if I fail a strength check to pick up Kitt?
Then you're unable to pick up Kitt, and you can either go alone or not pick up Kitt.
I'm still wearing my belt of strength.
Whoa, your Anhal belt. You're right. So Kitt's not even a big load for you. You know what? If you roll above a 7, I'll say you can pick up Kitt.
15.
Yeah, you're able to lift Kitt. You're carrying a guy, so imagine whatever kind of flips or whatever you can do while you're carrying a guy, it's going to be impeded
But I'm
some.
super strong.
You are super strong, so it's not like carrying anything, but you can't use your hands or anything, so it might limit you some. So just describe
I'm
me
just
what...
trying to reach the crystal.
Alright, so he's like diving for it?
So that both of us put furry skin on the crystal. That's how it works, right? That's what we got from Juwan. You just have to touch
Touch
it.
the crystal, yeah. You guys are going to leap for the
Alright.
crystal, roll it.
We're going for it. 13.
Alright, not great. You land just short of the crystal on the ground. Roll me a perception check.
19.
You see a bloody red handprint on the crystal.
God damn it, this is a nail biter, man. I've got Kitt in my arms who just recently died.
Don't
And
bother.
the only hope
I'm
of
just
saving
gonna
Kitt
I'm gonna
is to
recycle my
reach the
character
crystal.
sheet.
I have to reach the crystal in my next turn.
Yeah.
Try and save Kitt and both fucking have us both touch it.
So Harlox Machimin is completing his wizard course, his adult learning classes in conjuration. So for the last couple of months in your class, after you've learned all these other spells, and you have time in your free time to mess around with your gate if you want, we can talk about that during this last couple months. But in class, what you'll be doing is preparing a very special object. Now you're going to basically be like sculpting this last month. And also, your professor is going to be encouraging you to buy a home either here or in some other town. He's encouraging you to invest in real estate. He can help you find some real estate if you want. He happens to sell real estate. This is what he's impressing upon you in the last month. Buy a piece of property somewhere for yourself. And make this really nice object that you feel like is special.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful porcelain dong. It's gonna cost you 1,500 gold to buy the supplies to make it. You can only make one at a time. Do you already have a home or an abode or some place that you could call something like that? Do you have one of those gnome doors, anything?
I used to. I don't have a gnome door
it's
anymore.
lost somewhere
I think
now.
I lost it.
Yeah, so you don't have a home anywhere currently, do you?
A gnome door, no
Well,
door.
I've got one back on.
I forgot that
Yeah.
magically half the mansion you're allowed to go into.
And
For the sake of this spell, if you want to consider that your abode and not buy another abode, that's okay.
I've also got my man cave.
Those are both on Reyes, but I think
yeah.
you can pick one of those. One of those will be your abode, whichever one you feel more like close to home for you.
I'll do my man cave.
All right, that's your abode officially, for the sake of the spell that you are learning over this next couple months. At the end of the couple months, you've made the porcelain dong. You are taught the spell of refuge, which you will now instill into this object. And like I said, you can only have one object with this power at a time. So you make this porcelain dong, and it contains the power to instantly transport the possessor across any distance within the same plane to the place you are known as your abode. So from anywhere on the material plane, if someone has this porcelain dong and smashes it and says the command word,
Alright.
so they have to say the command word while they break the item, which is a standard action. Whenever you do that, whenever you speak the command word, the individual and all the objects they're wearing and carrying to the maximum of their heavy load are instantly transported to your abode. No other creatures are affected aside from their familiars or animal companions that are touching them. But if you give someone else that dong, or if you yourself use it and smash it and say the command word, which you now have to make up,
Let's just go with long schlong.
so if they say long schlong and break your porcelain penis, they'll be transported instantly back to your abode. Now, next time you cast the spell, now that you've learned the spell, you can also alter it. So the next time, the next penis you build can either do this same exact thing we just talked about, or you can create it so that it transport you within 10 feet of the possession of the item whenever it's broken and the command word is spoken. You can have a general idea of the location and the situation and the time that they use the spell, but once you've decided to put the spell on the dong, you have no choice of whether or not to be transported. So, like, you can't be like, no, I don't want to go there. Except you have no will save. You just have to go. No, there's no saving throw. Same thing with the refuge version of it. All right, so you graduate college and you hold up your porcelain dong. You're a month behind everyone that had just graduated college. You're now also about 6 months ahead of you because all of them have done stuff except Juwan, who's only a couple weeks ahead of you. Your Master Wizard congratulates you. You were approached by 2 different organizations, the Hedge Wizards and Earth. Try to convince you to stay in town a little longer and either help protect the Wizard City of Foci or help discover a way to battle chaos and save the true city of Foci.
And I gotta pick one, right?
I mean, you don't have to. You could just hang out in this town, or you could leave. You can do whatever you want. But both these organizations have approached you whenever you graduate. And you know, the Hedge Wizards are kind of pushy because your dad was a Hedge Wizard, so like, you know, you're a second generation Hedge Wizard, Pledge Wizard.
Yeah. I don't have to choose right away, correct?
No, you could sign up for either one of these organizations at any time in your life that you choose. But once you sign up, they're pretty strict about holding up your end of the bargain type of stuff.
Oh, fuck, we didn't just sign up immediately?
No, unless you want to. It's your life. They just approach you when you graduate. You don't just sign up for the army. If the army approaches you right after you graduate, it's just...
I made a huge mistake.
But yeah, you can roll a perception check walking around town after you graduate.
Perception time.
12 on perception, so...
Juwan doesn't notice you.
I'm in that research tower.
Yeah.
I got a 19 plus 7, so I got 26.
Alright, what do you got, Alec?
14.
Yeah, neither one of them noticed you. Someone roll a percentage chance to see which one of them you would notice in your random wanderings around town. I rolled a 31, which is the left side of my screen, which is Bobby, which is Alec. Therefore, you run into Alec Holland at the bar sometime if you like. Dazzling Sean's. You guys have you're there drinking. He's there drinking after work. He's wearing a cool white cape with lawn wranglers written on the back. Doing like little tiny magic illusions and impressing women and getting drinks and stuff.
I mostly just make coins float, like that guy Looper.
Yeah.
That's as good as it gets. That's all I can do.
That's prestidigitation for you.
Not more where that came from.
There's exactly that amount. So you might recognize Alec at the bar one night if you like. You can choose to approach him or not, but you see him there.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, oh, fancy seeing you in a bar.
Yeah, hey, drink? Want to grab a drink? I haven't seen you since you left me for space.
Yeah, that's a chapter in my life I don't have to talk about.
Perception check, Alec.
24.
You'll notice that one of his arms is not quite as large as the other one, and that it doesn't have a tattoo of the blinding light gilded on anymore.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait, where's your tattoo, man?
Well, I ran into some trouble in space, and that arm had to go.
Oh, that's understandable. Sometimes you gotta lose an arm. New one, though, it's nice. Cute.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I did what I could.
He'll grow into it.
Not that small. I'm a little self-conscious about it, but...
Makes his dick look bigger whenever he holds it in that hand, though, so it's fine, really.
I figure he's gone through about 15 more penises.
Yeah. You tell him that you've become a Hedge Wizard and what you've been doing, I assume, for the past couple of weeks.
I kind of stumbled upon this place. I'd love some more info about it. I just finished 6 months semester. Have you gone to school here as well?
Yeah, I did abjuration. No, evocation.
Ah, nice. I just finished up some conjuration.
Nice.
All the Asians.
Bunch of the Asians. Just throw this out there, because I know we had touched a crystal earlier. I asked if you touched one yet.
No, haven't even heard anything recently about them.
I'd probably tell you what I heard over my bracer recently when I was eavesdropping, because you and me are old boys.
Yeah. Well, so what exactly are you telling Harlock? The location?
Yeah, I told him the general that I heard about that there's a crystal in Kelnar, and that I have that there's riddles, and that I know the way. I know how to get in.
Always looking out for your best interests. Now knows that Alec Holland knows where a great crystal is and how to get there and how to get in.
Yeah, I feel like we need to old school it and team back up. Maybe
go pretty well together.
You guys reminisce. You have a drink and reminisce about old times. Alec will let you know he has got another 5 months here in town in a tour of duty as a Hedge Wizard. He's getting paid. He's got a roommate. He's been living here for a while. He's getting a cape. This cape will show off the cool cape he has as a reward.
I did introduce him to the Bronze Wizard too, because
you can meet the Bronze Wizard, total bro.
My roommate.
We got a great tan. He's like the tannest wizard. He's the orange wizard.
Honestly, I don't really know what he does besides the tan, but he does it.
The skin bronzing spell and the teeth whitening spell.
That's all he knows.
So you guys enjoy your night and drinking. He's like, I gotta go to bed. I gotta work in the morning.
Yeah. These fake plants don't fake grow themselves.
Yeah, I gotta go fake grow some fake plants.
I want to ask him, what does being a Hedge Wizard entail? What's your job?
I just maintain the illusion when you go into the fake city, which I'm sure you went to at some point.
I know those fools.
Yeah, I'm just one of the guys maintaining that illusion. It's a pretty easy gig, and I get to drink all I want.
That sounds like a perfect gig.
Yeah, they let you drink while you work, dude. It's great.
Alright, well, I might have to sign up for that. I'm gonna go probably talk to the hedge wizard, see if I can sign up.
Alright, you approach the head wizards. They're excited to see you. You know, like I said, you're a legacy. So they'd be excited. They would, hurriedly sign you up to be a hedge wizard. No questions asked. They got a cloak ready for you, dog, and yours has gold fringe because you're a legacy. Slightly different.
Sign my name on the dotted line.
Alright, you sign up for
Let's
6
get
months
this
of
going.
service as a hedge wizard. You receive the hedge wizard cloak of illusion. And you have to wear it at work. You now work about 8 hours, 9 hours a day, sometimes longer. So you're now one of the guys on the front lines, fake trimming hedges, creating fake people to run away from tourists. You're doing all the stuff that was done to you, creating the stores that people have to go into and all that other shit. Making people talk that aren't really there. So at work, it's hard to tell each other apart. And also at work, everything you say comes out in Wizard's code. So it sounds like gobbledygook to anyone that doesn't know Wizard's code. So you'll be able to understand each other, but it'll still sound funny. But all of you are working together to maintain this illusion. Usually there's one hedge wizard around that's stronger than the rest of you that is, in charge. You just want to spam the next 6 months in hedge wizards?
Yeah, I guess. We got nothing else going on. If Bobby's in there for 6 months as well, I'll just spam it.
And you'll end a month after him because you're a month behind. So he'll end a month before you. I'm going to continue with Alec Holland because you now have a month to blow until...
I imagine I probably would have tried to make a little extra money while I was there.
Do some more trapping?
Yeah, trapping, or if anyone wanted something caught specifically.
The Wizards Bureau is looking for new employees, but I don't think that's something that really interests you, but you do hear about that. But there are some bounties for some local wildlife, for wizard components that different people will offer money for, because most of them aren't big on the hunting game, they're big on the magic game.
I checked that out.
You see a reward for a shard spider of 708 gold for every shard spider returned unharmed. So you need to bring it back alive, but...
Cool.
And there's also reward for Zoogs.
I've got 6 alive.
Alive or dead.
I've got a bunch of skins, but that's it.
You could probably get some good money for those here. I mean, this is Wizard Town. It's a good place to sell Zoog skins. Not for fashion reasons, but they'll use the hide for something. Make some Zoog boots. You'll get 73 gold each for them. So yeah, Wizard eagerly buys those and is going to craft them into something. That's all that you really hear about right now as far as animal-type bounties.
I guess I'd try to go catch some shard spiders. Knowledge nature to see if I know, these things are going to be 30 feet.
Yeah, that's probably the only way you're going to know.
I got 10. Well,
you would know they're large. You would know that they're forest spiders and they're pretty large. So you would know to look in the forest and you would know that they're big.
Okay, well, me and Caesar, big things usually end up he smashes. Well, I guess I'd probably want to go see if Harlock would want to maybe check out that crystal.
It is Crystal Hunter.
Dabble.
Alright, so you guys express interest in leaving the city of Foci and going to hunt Crystal.
I'd want to see if the Brawn Wizard would want to come, but
you can roll me diplomacy.
Yeah.
He is your friend. I think he's interested in you've been preaching blinding light for a while, so. He's looking for a way to use his wizarding power of bronzing for good.
I only got an 11.
He's unsure. Especially if you guys are going to go detour and go to some Great Crystal first instead of going straight to the Blinding Light Guild.
Cool.
How well do you trust this fella?
Man, have you seen his teeth?
Oh, okay. I feel like I should roll a sense motive on this fella.
We drink together a lot.
He's been his roommate for the past 6 months.
Yeah, that means a lot. We've learned that one.
We drink together all the time.
I got a 21 on sense motive.
So he is hungry for knowledge and hungry for power. I don't know if you'll view that as a threat or not. That depends on your own motives. He seems interested in the Blind Light Guild because of the connections it offers. The crystal seems like a detour, but I bet if you told him it was powerful and would give him more power, he'd be interested. You would sense that about him. He's a wizard. All wizards want more magic and more knowledge, and this crystal could offer that.
If Bobby trusts him.
I can't see this going poorly,
Alright, I'm on board. Fuck it.
Well, he's not convinced to go yet. Are you going to try and help convince him?
Yeah, please use
sweet
diplomacy. Tell him about some of our stories, but not those stories.
Tell him about the
I'll
Gorbnut.
tell him the ones where we haven't almost died,
Yeah.
or penises removing. Has he noticed my sweet, sweet codpiece, though?
Let's find out.
I can't believe I didn't
Yeah.
notice that.
You noticed this. You can roll perception to see if you noticed it. It only have to be
Alright.
to 10.
Well, I'm
27.
alright.
Yeah, you noticed the codpiece. Your friend Harley
Like
Quinn was wearing a
black.
shiny metal codpiece with a lock on it.
Beautiful. I can't not look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It protects me from those fucking witches, dick lovers.
They get you again?
Yeah. Certain witch we might know, Cersei got me last
Oh,
time.
really? Oh, that's rude.
Bitch.
She's better than that.
So I thought. Alright, I'm gonna deploy my buddy seems to trust you. Why don't you join us and come along for the ride? That was a 34.
Alright, with the help from your friend, the Bronze Wizard will be co-host for joining you on your adventure.
Sweet. I don't think I've been there. I think the easiest way would be to go to find a Blinding Light Guild friendly, like a pier, I guess, where we could take a Blinding Light ship. Yeah.
Faramay is probably the closest.
You guys know of 2 places on the West Lineal that have ties to the Blinding Light Guild that might accept a ship. And one of them has no pier, so Fairmay is the only one that has a pier. You've been to Manitos, they have no pier. So, Fairmay is your only hope on this side of the island as far as blinding light ships.
Looks like we're going to Faramay.
I'd say use my survival skill to get back there since I've been there before. 30.
Yeah, you know, it's sort of like northwest of here, past Cranagris, past Covenston, past Pont Vide. You would know that you can either go east or west around Cranagris. That's the next major landmark you have to get around to get there. You know, on the eastern side of Cranagris is the road and Covenston and the mountains. Then you also have to cross through that tar pit and pass Milo, where those Strix were. And if you come from the west side, you'll pass the graveyard, the swamp, Pont Vide, the tar pit, and then Milo, and then Faramay. So either way, you got a tar pit and some Strix to deal with, and then whatever on the other side between there and there. So right now you're basically deciding whether you want to go around the castle to the west or the east.
I was just going to leave a note for Cersei that we're going to Kelnar.
So you leave a note at the bar with the bartender and say, you know, my friend Cersei that comes here a lot, the blue lady with the big tits. If you would give her this note for me.
I'll do it in common. Headed to Kelnar. I think you know why. I'll give the bartender 5 gold. Harlock and I would probably chat a little bit about the safest way we think, because we know where the Strix are and the tar pit, because we did that. Do you just want to try to go? I would say at night.
Well, I mean, it's a several days travel, so you can like just travel at night if you want and rest during the day, or vice versa.
Yeah, the Strix travel at night, right?
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen a Strix in the day, is all I know.
Yeah.
So I
But
guess,
you know, before you get there, you're going to have to pass, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you're going to have to pass.
yeah, I mean, I left on good terms with Covington. I know Pat's lost many a penis, but
Yeah, and you don't have to go in, you just have to pass around it.
I don't think there's any safe way to get there, to be honest with you.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's just go.
It's a dangerous
we
world.
haven't tried going through the forest yet. We've always just gone around it.
But that's the other thing is, like, I know how to get there if we go, because my survival skill, I can get us there for sure that way. We could get lost in the woods.
Fair enough. I mean,
Woods can
we're
be a
damned if
confusing
we
place.
do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
So.
East or west?
Toss a coin?
Yeah, flip a coin. It's D&D. The two-sided
All right.
dice, as we call it.
Okay. 5 pesos is north, eagle is south.
Alright, flip your D2.
5 pesos, so north.
You're going north either way. You had to go choose east or west.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
I think you meant by Covington.
Yeah.
So you're going the Covington way?
Sure.
You roll for hazards in that period of the place of the world. Alright, so you head north out of Foe towards the city of Covington, which is easy to see. On your way through the lower hills, roll me a perception check.
24.
Alright, you see
14.
2 things. Well, Alex sees 2 things. Harlock doesn't see anything. You will see the dead body of a hobgoblin female, somewhat rotted, but looks sort of familiar.
Yeah, I know of Ortega. I know her from sight. We didn't travel together that long.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, hobgoblins all kind of look the same, so it's really hard to tell. But you think, when you're a hunter, you're a survivor, you know how to look, tell people apart. So I think you think this might be Vortiga, and she looks pretty like she's been here for a while. She was attacked by something, not something large, but something very vicious, and you fear that you've probably wandered into its territory.
I'm gonna point out and be like, hey, I think Vortiga's dead over there. With being a hunter, that makes me think that something dangerous has been or is in the area. So guys, be on the lookout, man.
All right, roll me perception checks.
21. 10.
All right. Yeah. Harlock's not worried. Looks around, doesn't see anything. But Alec Holland, you see like a 3-foot long, very thick, densely thick body of a golden fur, 8-legged like mammal with black sharp claws. And it's up on one of the hills above you guys, looking down at you, sniffing.
I just heard mammal with black sharp claws there at the end. I'm gonna point that out to Harlock. Can I roll knowledge nature to see if I know what it is? I got an 8. That's not good.
Yeah, you're not familiar with this creature. This is a southern mountains creature, and you're a northern mountains guy.
Well,
You got anything there, Harlock Spachimin? Any useful knowledge?
I got an 8. Knowledge nature.
18 on knowledge.
18 knowledge nature. That's decent enough. You're a rich guy. You've heard the tale of these creatures. You've been warned about them your entire life. This is what's known as an Vorax, a gold eater. It's an animal that'll jump you and loot you of your money. So your rich dad obviously told you to watch out for the Vorax. He's coming to get your gold. It's like a scary fairy tale to you as a kid. A creature that steals your money. And it looks just like the one from the books when you were a kid.
And it thinks you look like a rich guy.
And it thinks you look like a rich guy. Yeah, you can tell it's definitely sniffing your direction. So it's sniffing around. One of you guys smells like money to this thing. And for some reason it likes to eat that. So, you as a survivalist can roll me a survival check right now.
29.
You would know you either need to toss down some gold and some metal and run away, or stay and fight this thing.
Okay, well, I see Vortiga's corpse over there, and I know there's I think we could probably take it, but it did kill well, I'm guessing it killed Vortiga.
Yeah, it's probably a safe assumption. The claw marks match the, 8-handed claw marks of this creature.
Weigh pros and cons right now. Like, what would... I'm saying in character, but like, what would be the... Because I don't like killing things in the first place. And it killed Vortiga, who was an asshole.
Yeah, I guess in the long run, it's probably better to drop some gold.
Yeah, I'll definitely throw down some gold.
How much you guys throwing down?
Throw 20 gold pieces in different directions.
So I'm gonna levitate some shit like 20 feet in the air.
So
maybe like 20.
Alec Holland's going to throw some gold in all different directions, and you're going to be like, levitate some of this. So some of it's floating midair.
Like over the air, like, get it.
Yeah. You're like playing monkey in the middle of this thing.
Yeah, like you hide your bear food.
And that's going to require a concentration check, which is going to be hard to do if you're fleeing also.
Fair enough.
So are you staying and concentrating, or are you fleeing?
No, I'm just gonna throw a wad like as far behind me as I can.
Alright, you grab a wad of gold, you determine what that is, and erase it from your character sheet, whatever a wad is. We'll add that.
Like 20 gold. 20 gold.
So you guys have about 40 gold out there. I'll roll a percentage chance to see if that's enough to distract this guy long enough for you guys to get away. It is. I rolled low enough that he just, jumps on that gold, tries to get the, whatever he can get. He's all over the place hunting these pieces of gold that are all now strewn about the ground. So you bought yourself a couple minutes. That's enough time for you guys to sneak away. So you guys have gotten through the hilly part of your travel and are heading north, and from here you can see the city of Covenston on the horizon, all the mud huts, the short mud wall. You start seeing Nagaji around in nature here, like hunting for stuff. So you guys might encounter some witches soon. So Juwan was doing research in the Wizard's Tower on Limbo, on Chaos.
So I either have to ghost myself and go into the ghosty realm and try to find some who knows what way.
Well, that would help you, determine where you are on the material plane, because the ethereal plane overlies the material plane, so going into the ethereal plane would give you, a baseline of where you are in the world.
Okay.
And then you can maybe
determine
if you're...
unghost and use my key.
If you're to determine you're close enough to your hole, wherever you leave your porthole at, that's up to you to tell me where you leave it.
I was going to leave my porthole, in... right
in you and Hunky's apartment?
What?
In you and Hunky's apartment?
Yeah, I'll just leave it at home, I guess.
Alright, so you put it in, your shoe closet?
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
It's somewhere that I know I can just come back out safely. So I'm just going to go in for a few hours, 2-3 hours, collect a bunch of stuff, snap some pictures, write down notes, whatever, do the ghost thing, and find, I guess, the door that I used to get... How do we get into Chaos as these wizards?
If you open the door leaving the city, because of the place that this city is in the material plane. It's in a weak spot, and the wizards have constructed the door to the city so that it opens into limbo. That's how those creatures that got into Fossa got there. It's because they made it very easy to get there because they were very interested in the magical power and the chaos contained within.
It's a bit dumb.
They believe that's the root of where all magic materia comes from. They believe that
It's limbo.
unless your power is divine, unless you get your power from a god or some other source, they think that this chaos is where the energy to manipulate things outside of the natural law comes from. That's why you're able to break natural laws.
Okay.
Chaos.
So, very nervous about being left in fucking limbo. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna do it.
Alright, so you go to the door of the city of Fosse.
Yeah, I've got,
You open the door, you see the great blackness of limbo.
Great blackness. I thought that there was, like, weird stuff.
It is weird, but right now it just seems like the hole you're walking into is just a big black nothingness. You're gonna pass through it, but it seems like pudding. Like you're gonna walk through a big black pudding wall.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go walk through the pudding wall then.
Alright, you walk through the pudding wall. Lord. You come out in limbo.
Limbo. I'm very worried right now.
Alright, you find yourself floating in a vast ocean of unrestrained chaos, of shifting landscapes. You see land coming out of the ocean, becoming land, becoming trees, becoming mountains, and shifting back down into water again. Like everything's changing around you constantly. The ocean seems truly endless. You know, like you just now passed through one of the borders. This was apparently a border of limbo with the material plane.
Alright, well, can I perception check then? Are there any other beings that I can see? 19. Is there anybody else around?
Yeah, since you're on one of the borders, you're in one of the places where it's more stable than a lot of other places. So near this door, there actually are more. These look like warped creatures, similar to creatures you would see on Earth, but slightly different, like really fucked up looking birds, like Bizarro World bird, and like so it's just like warped looking creatures around this door that you can physically see where you're at right now. The door back to Fosse is a physical object here. There seems to be somewhat of a, not a town, but some sort of settlement built all around. All the edges kind of slip off into this ocean. It's like an island in this vast ocean, and even it is shifting and changing. And you never know, the door might disappear and move somewhere else at any period of time. Like about 200 feet away, you see some in the distance, and you see some like I said, local creatures, warped birds flying over the ocean, warped fish beneath you.
Do they seem at all like curious about me, like having just walked through this door? Are they like paying any
None of the
attention?
creatures seem alarmed by you at all. A lot of them seem to be cavorting in the primal chaos, just like living, doing their own thing.
What are they like? What do you mean cavorting? Like, what are they doing?
Running around acting goofy. They don't seem to have any cares or concerns about anything other than what they are currently involved in. All the creatures seem very self-involved, I guess.
Alright, so I'm just writing down everything I'm seeing. I'm doing sketches of stuff, counting how long landscapes stay stable in certain spots.
I mean, for lack of a better term, this is not something that exists in your world, but things look glitchy. Like, birds will, like, glitch up and vanish. Sometimes the natives will, like, walk into something over and over again. Like I said, you are in the most normal areas as long as you try to stay on this island.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely going to do this. It's my first, like, venture into limbo, and I'm alone, and I'm not exactly certain how I'm going to get back. So, yeah, I'm not leaving this island the first time. But, yeah, I'm going to, like, write down the number of things I see,
How long are you staying here?
I think just, like, how about 2 hours?
So you're hanging out here for 2 hours, you're just taking notes?
Yeah,
What
like,
do you
taking
see?
notes and, like, drawing pictures, because that's, like, my...
Yeah, still draw pictures of the fucked up birds.
Yeah.
And the
So
glitchy
can I
shapes.
try to talk to Gozer while I'm here?
You can try, yeah.
I don't want to, like, meditate. I don't want to, like, not... But can I just be like... Gozer, can you hear me at all?
404 error, God not found.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just a little pop-up pops up in front of you.
And then disappears
And
glitches
glitches
away.
out, yeah, and it's
Yeah,
gone.
okay. So yeah, I'm just going to continue writing down the numbers of things, the duration of time that the land...
So you're pretty much sitting, so you can walk out the door, you stand like right outside the door, and it's like...
No. I mean, I'm like... As long as I'm like on this island thing.
So you are moving around.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not trying to get like crazy ass far away from the door because I know that that's like how I'm supposed to get back. Collecting I mean, I have never been here before, so I don't want to stay too long or wander too far because I think as a natural Earth person, I'm probably a little bit overwhelmed with what's happening. Just like with the space trip, I don't like going to space, be able to touch dirt and stuff. Yeah, can I hear any like sounds or any of these animals like making any noises? Do they sound like
They do make sounds, but it sounds like old 90s dial-up modem sounds, like very like staticky, a lot of high-pitched, like telephone type noises. Not very pleasant. Like some of them sound reminiscent of bird. Like the birds do sound kind of like birds, but they just sound like fucked up computer glitchy birds.
Okay, and there's no other wizards or anybody in here like studying things. Just the limbo-y.
I mean, there might be, but you haven't encountered any. If there are, they're far enough a distance away from you that you haven't been able to speak to them. You might have seen them around some natives, or, and you know, they didn't draw attention to themselves.
Are any of the natives like interacting with each other, like different species of natives, like weird birds talking into like weird codes or anything?
Yeah, it's all happening.
They seem like they're able to communicate, though.
I mean, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Basically, you know.
But so everyone seems like totally benign, like involved within themselves. There's no one that's any of these proteins.
Oh, proteans. Oh, those are like the primal beings that have existed before anything else did. They're
So
the origin of chaos. And yet,
like,
those would
because
not be
I
near
saw
these
them.
islands. They would be closer to more chaotic spots. You're in a very stable area, so venture further out to find something like that.
Very nice. I don't know. I mean, how much stuff can I accomplish in 2 hours?
I mean, if you're just wandering around this little tiny island for 2 hours, I think you pretty much told me what you could accomplish. You took some notes.
Yeah, I took notes and drawings and wrote down lots of numbers of stuff and.
Do you collect a sample somehow? Do you have a way to do that? Do you plan on doing that?
Probably. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to collect.
What kind of sample are you collecting?
What's the ground? Is it possible to pick up stuff off the ground or no?
I mean, you could try.
Alright, I have a bunch of handkerchiefs, so can I try to like, I don't know, grab dirt or something? Put like this little bag of dirt?
Do you do that? Do you pick up a little bag of dirt in a handkerchief?
Yeah, like, tie it up.
When you pick up the dirt,
Uh-oh.
it transforms into a living creature.
No. Whoa!
So you try to wrap this dirt up in a cloth.
Yeah.
And instead it turns into a swirling black and white energy cloud, sort of shaped like a woman that grows to about the same size as you.
Whoa! I guess I'm gonna apologize for trying to steal this lady.
I mean, she's a storm of magic. You're trying to talk to her?
I mean, it's not attacking me or anything, right? It just like became a storm of swirly stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, can I like move my handkerchief over to a different piece of dirt and try to pick up dirt somewhere else then?
Yeah, she stands over 7 feet tall, but she follows you around. It sort of like clears her throat every time you try to pick up dirt.
Oh. Can I trade you? I know that it looks like I'm taking stuff. My plan was that I was going to take some things and then leave some stuff behind in a trade. Looking to make this kind of a zero-sum game, you know?
Maybe interested in some sort of trade.
Alright. So I got 13 on sense motive.
So you sense somewhat of a kindred spirit in this creature. She seems interested in animals, and even though, like, you might even seem like an animal to her, so in that regard, you're like...
I am a curious animal.
You're a curious animal. Like, why are you picking up my dirt? I'll pick up my dirt.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take out one of my dinosaur nails, like toenail things, I guess, that I have. And I want to, like, put it on the ground next to the patch of dirt that I scoop up with my handkerchief.
Alright.
So I'm, like, leaving something and then taking
She will
something.
Devour the tooth and let you pick up a bag of dirt.
Devour it?
Yeah, she ate it.
Huh.
She wanted to try
Does
it.
anything happen to her when she does that?
Nothing happens to her.
Alright, so what about, so that's dirt. Is there, like, on the edge of the island thing, there was, like, a watery business or something?
Yeah, similar to the black pudding that you walked through, but yeah.
Alright, can I want to do this really fast because I know that the borders of the island are kind of variable. So I want to, like, throw another dino tooth or nail or something, I guess, up to her or whatever, since I know now that she wants to eat them.
Yeah, whatever. Toss her one as a distraction.
No, more of a continuing the trade, not distraction.
Okay.
So, give her the dino tooth. I want to kind of like dash over to the weird water that's in this weird place and scoop up some of my iron pot.
Right.
And
She
then
catches the dino tooth and spits it back out and grumbles, and you see like lightning shooting from her.
Huh. Okay.
You don't feel like it's safe to continue towards the water, because then you also have to deal with the chaotic water and this thing being mad at you.
Okay. She doesn't like the tooth. I have dragon teeth. That's probably kind of weird.
You've done a dragon tooth this time?
Yeah, I'll try that instead. Two dragon teeth, because I got 4 of them.
How do you have so many damn dragon teeth? That's
I don't know, I turned some of them into like a potion and stuff too.
That's dumb. You wade into the water and try to collect a sample. How are you collecting a
I'm
sample?
not wading into the water. I never said that. I said I'm standing on the edge, leaning down and scooping some up in my iron pot and then running away. I don't want to get anywhere near that
black
close gas
iron pot
water.
of goop.
Yes.
It animates and becomes a creature.
Damn it! I don't know, this whole place is alive.
Everything is something. The ball floats up and becomes a round, solid black orb.
I'd like to take out my juggling balls and start juggling.
I like that it's random.
What does the stormy lady have to say about the juggling balls? Does she even care? I have no idea what to do.
And the storm lady's like eating those dragon teeth that you toss up.
Oh,
She's not paying attention to this thing coming out of your pot. But it seems like a horrid mass of eyes, mouths, and formless black flesh staring in all directions.
Wow.
It's yammering ceaselessly.
Wow. It's like a whole bunch of animal things.
It's creating a cacophony of maddening sound. I need you to do a will save.
Oh, come on, Brian. Oh, 14.
Alright, so you're fine. You're not confused.
Oh, good. I'm gonna put my fingers in I'm gonna put my juggling balls away because it doesn't care. I'm gonna put my fingers in my ears and back up away from this weird thing. Yammering.
Alright, roll for initiative.
Why?
Because it wants to attack you.
Why?
And you didn't do anything to stop it. I rolled a 22.
I was supposed to stop it?
I mean, from wanting to attack you? I don't know. You don't want it to attack
Wait, why
you.
did one thing want to attack me and the other thing didn't want to attack me?
This is the limbo. I don't have to explain how things work to you.
Ryan. Alright, so I got very low. I got 6, so obviously he goes first. If Siobhan dies, I'm not playing anymore.
Seems to be shifting in shape. It's like the water. It has teeth and mouths now. It's going to try to bite. One of its 6 mouths. I rolled a natural 20.
What the fuck? No!
It's only 2d4. So it's 7 damage. And I need to know your CMD.
16.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 25.
Great!
So it grabs you, and it's attached one of its mouths to you. And it's like sucking onto you now.
Excellent.
It's like leeching you.
Cool. So, with poison, I can infect a subject with a horrible poison by making a successful melee touch attack. It's already touching me, so I have
You still have to roll the attack to like touch it with your hand and do the dance. Like it has its AC.
A brown recluse, like, rots away your flesh, right? Like a bite.
How long does it take?
I have to like actually Google that.
If you want to know how if you're going to use brown recluse poison specifically, I can Google it for you if you want.
No, I'll think of something else. If I turn into a tree, what would happen?
I mean, I don't know. You want to find out?
I don't know. I want to kill this thing. Can I just try to hit it with my my rapier? I guess. I just kind of want to like if it's where is it attached to me?
Your shoulder.
My shoulder.
Your left shoulder, specifically.
That's just because it did that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to try and like.
That's where you were already imagining it was, and so I'm
cut
going
it,
with it.
like cut its mouth off of it. You know, like do it.
Is that a cold shot? One of 6 mouths?
No, I just want to chop into it.
Well, then use your sword to do that.
All right, I would like to chop into this weird mouth thing. 16.
Yes.
What the fuck?
I mean, you probably hit it, but it doesn't go through its like loopy scan, or it does, and doesn't. So you pulls back out, and your sword's just wet, and it didn't seem to affect it at all. Like you just chopped it into the water. Nothing happened. On the next round, because it's still sucking onto your body, it's gonna do another 1d4 bite damage, which is 1 damage, and 1 point of constitution damage as it drains your blood.
All right, so I'm gonna just get fire in my hand and like try to put it onto this guy. Then
This still requires a touch melee attack, and because you casted a spell, nothing happens at all. Your hand doesn't even catch on fire.
why?
Because I rolled a dice roll that said that's what happened to your limbo. You casted a spell, you still use the spell slot, but you swing your hand at this thing. You're supposed to slap it with your hand with its physical attack if you want, but it will not do fire damage. I rolled it. Give me a mean look all you want. That's what happened.
All right, I guess that's all I can do. I guess that is what I will do.
I roll versus its AC with its attack.
So 17.
17. So it's still a miss.
Excellent.
You slap it and your hand just goes like into the puddle.
Alright, so I still have a move left in this turn. I'm gonna start fucking running back towards the door to get back into town with this thing attached to my arm. Fuck this, I'm not about to die in limbo.
Alright, so you run back towards the door with this thing attached to your arm.
Yep. Excellent. Excellent. I bet it's fucking gone.
No, that's still there.
Oh, good.
You didn't go that far away from it. You were just at the shore. So you dart back. You've been here about 2 hours. You run up to the door.
Alright, well, I would like to
the
take
door.
the key. I'd like to take that gnome key out, I guess, or try to open the door or something.
Okay. You take your gnome key out and you put it in the keyhole of the door.
Yeah.
You open it.
Yeah.
And you jump into your little gnome house.
Yeah.
Your little tiny gnome home.
Yep.
Alright, you're in a 10 foot little house that you might have decorated before, I don't remember. And there you are, you're there, this thing's still on your arm.
Okay.
Now it's his turn, so it's going to do 1d4 damage and
Yeah, I
1
was waiting on
constitution.
you to do that.
It's going to do 2 damage and then 1 constitution damage. It's still sucking your blood.
Dream.
It followed you into the material plane. You're now, well, not the material plane, your tiny demi plane, which is your apartment.
I don't know, I think I'm gonna try this poison thing since it's fucking sucking my blood. Can I poison it? I think I'd just like to kill it, really. I mean, I don't care about it going to sleep.
But if it goes to sleep, you can, I don't know, you can try to kill it afterwards. I don't know how
I
you kill this
tried
thing's made of pudding.
to chop at it and it didn't work. So my guess is there is no chopping at it. What's the one that like makes it go to sleep? What's that poison?
Blue Winnis?
Blue Winnis. That's a plant, I'm guessing. Alright,
Yeah.
I have to touch it, so can I Blue Winnis this?
It's an
weird
injury
ball?
poison, so when we guess it's magic, you just have to touch it and make it happen, right? So yeah.
Yes.
So roll versus its touch AC.
Damn it. Bullshit, I just want something to work. So only fucking 15.
That's enough to beat touch AC. Touch AC is lower than normal AC. So it works. You Blue Winnis poison this thing. I get a save.
No you don't. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I get a fortitude save.
No you don't. You don't need that.
But I get it.
I know.
I rolled a 10 plus 8, so 18. So it is not poisoned.
Why are you doing this to me?
I didn't do it, the dice did it. I can't help this stuff that happens.
That's not true. You can.
I can't help what the dice lands on.
Alright, do whatever you want then.
But I mean, I have to do another save next round. Yes, this works for 2 rounds. So this thing starts to try to swallow you whole and wrap its fluidy body around
What the
yours,
hell?
trapping you in one of its many mouths. I'm still gonna feed and drain blood. So it does 2 damage and 1 constitution damage.
Of course.
So yeah, you're now surrounded by this black goo. It's all over your body.
So I can do a different poison this time because the Blue Winnis is still...
Yeah, I still have to roll a save for that. It's still affecting him.
Okay.
I will roll. It's 7 plus 8, which is 15, which I think is still enough. It's barely, but it is. So it does not fall asleep.
Alright, what can I do it a second time then?
Yeah, you slap him and you wince it up again.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna Winnis him again.
Roll me a versus touch AC. Plus POD plus strength.
4 plus 1.
It's a hit.
Excellent.
Fortitude
I
save.
got hit last time.
I rolled a 2 this time.
Great!
Which is not going to be high enough. 2 plus 8 is 10, but still too low.
Yay! Finally!
So he takes 1 con damage and is unconscious for 3 hours.
Ah, yes. Okay.
So I'll say this thing like slumps into the ground. You now have like a puddle of teeth and eyeballs and black fluid on your floor. It's going to sleep there for at least 3 hours during your apartment. Get a little bite mark on your shoulder.
So I'm clean though.
And all the goop is falling off into the
Okay.
floor. It stays connected.
Alright, well I'm gonna exit.
T3000 or whatever.
So I got my key for my gnome thing in my pocket. I'm gonna leave.
You're gonna go out the gnome door.
Yes.
Bloop, and then reappear back in your apartment.
In my apartment, I'm gonna pick up my door and I'm gonna go back to the research facility. But I need to cure myself. Can I cure mod myself? I have.
Yeah. If you have any spells left to do that, you can do that.
Oh no, I did 2 poisons. So
But I mean, you also went home, so you can also rest the night and then go to work the next day if you want. Oh, also, Unky, the Hunky Garden Wizard will inform you were gone 2 days, even though you say you were only gone 2 hours. He'll insist it's been 2
He'll
days.
probably be like super worried and be like, babe,
Yeah, where were you? I
Where
haven't
were
seen
you?
you for
Babe.
2 days. You were gone for like 2 days. You're like, no, it was like 2 hours. And he was like, no, babe, it was like 2 days.
Babe, no, babe. It's
Babe,
2
it was
hours.
totally 2 days.
Babe. Alright,
You
I'm
got
gonna
2
go with
days.
some crazy fucking shit.
Whether you have to wait an hour or 2 days, tune in next time for more crazy shit on Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater.